Hello, Common Hill families. It's Miss Dixon, and today I want to talk about Level 2A reading and just give a few tips on how to help our students and support our students at home. Level 2A is a transitional level for our students. So our students would have just completed level 3A. This is actually the first page of the previous level, level 3A1, but this is what it looks like. And there's so many changes. I really am not going to go through the exhaustive list of things that are different between the two levels on this video, but even the way that we score the children, that's changed. The look of the assignments change. And we are, with each level, reaching toward more and more independence. All of the levels that have colored sheets, I would want there to be an adult, someone sitting with the students to help them, depending on what type of support that they need on these colored sheets on those levels. I would also recommend you to be there for level 2A, especially depending on their skill level. But what I was going to mention is that for our reading program, every student from level 7A all the way up to B2, there should be reading going on. There should be something going on. What I mean is, we cannot do these beginning levels quietly and in silence. That's what I'm trying to articulate. So level 7A, 6A, 5A, 4A, and even level 3A should be done with someone at home. They should not be done quietly in silence. We should be able to hear the students repeating the words after us, reciting the words, sounding out the consonant and vowel sounds, reading the directions or getting help from you on the directions. Okay. But once we get to level 2A, of course, we want to make sure that the student has the name, date, start time. And once we finish the set of 10, we're going to go back and put the end time. We know that. So that's the same for math and reading. If you remember on the math video, I told you that I wanted every page separated and to look for every student to look at one page at a time. And I explained why we do that for the math program. But I will say for the reading, and this is specific to Mint Hill, for Kumon Mint Hill, my preference is that they keep the reading assignments like a booklet. So, like I said, this is my personal preference in terms of how the reading worksheets are handled. I like the students to be able to go back, and if they want to check their spelling, they want to double check to see if they spelled it correctly. That is completely fine with me. So they can keep that in booklet format when they're doing the reading at my center. It's completely fine. Another thing I want to make you aware of is in this level, there are going to be some words that your child has seen for the first time. Unless you have referred to your child's room as a sty, they probably don't know what this is. Okay. So when that happens, it is completely fine for you to have a conversation or quickly explain to them what it is. And you have the picture clue right there to help support your explanation. But that way, your child is going to remember what it is when they see it again. And we usually in class, when we do this set, we talk about this word, the word die. We always have a conversation about rye bread. And I give the kids my thoughts and opinions about rye bread. But those kinds of things help our children to remember. So whatever words that we're working with on the A side, the A side of the page, we're using those same words again on the B side of the page. Okay. And we have picture clues to help us. Okay. So, also another thing I like our students to do at home, and this is the recommendation I give them in the center, I'd like them to read their vocabulary words, read everything out before they just start plugging words in. Read everything. That woman wants to blank. Will she blank to get in? She can blank her hair black. So I've read everything, right? So the first thing I did was I read my vocabulary words, then I've read all three sentences. Now I can have a better idea of what word goes where rather than just getting to the page and just filling words in. So please have your students go over the words first, read the sentences, and then they can decide what word goes where. Okay. So just want to emphasize those points quickly to you. Make sure the directions are being read, that we're not skipping any parts of the assignments, and not forgetting again to put our name and our date and our start and end time. Thank you so much for being amazing parents.